Warning. Emi is about to talk about something that she finds disturbing, but it's food.
It's food.
It's just food.
It's just food. I'm gonna... Okay. It may be disturbing to some people, but to other people, it's just like a normal cuisine, and that's okay.
You're just a freak from America. Americans are
I'm a little white girl. I mean, a green toad thing. From. My bad.
Oh no, it's a chicken. It looks like a chicken. I can't eat it now.
I'm gonna preface this with, I feel like I may have some fun mental hiccups that haven't been properly diagnosed yet, but due to all of my experiences in my childhood and the knowledge I know now have led me to believe that I may be a little autistic, and that's okay. I definitely got diagnosed with ADHD, and that's okay, but I have a very hard time with food, especially
if it looks like a chicken.
Meats. Like, I've cried.
You're like, I love chicken nuggets. Oh my God, but they come from chickens.
Yeah. Okay. Even when I was little, I was like, I'm going to be off meat forever. I love animals too much. And then my parents would bring up, but you love meatballs. But you love bologna. And I'm like,
I can't have meatballs and bologna?
No. If it looks like the animal, though, like, okay, a tiny Cornish hen made me, like, freak out and cry once. Because it just looked like a chicken. If it looks like it was alive, I can't eat it. But so the topic for today, I was reminded of something in high school because we got some friends that were discussing different kinds of food, because there's a Filipino restaurant where one of our friends lives, and one of our friends is Filipino, and they were like, do you recommend anything? And so they were talking about stuff, including the egg chicken, but that's not even what I'm gonna talk about.
I know, but like,
but there is the egg chicken.
Hold on, before we get into that, when I saw that on The Idiot Abroad,
there's a show called The Idiot Abroad where a really cranky, cynical British guy goes all over the world and tries different things and foods and is so whiny about it.
He saw the chicken fetus thing in the egg.
Yeah, so...
And I'm sorry if that's something you like. I'm going to sound culturally uncultured right now, but that's fucking weird.
It's okay. It's okay if you eat stuff that's weird to other people.
I can't stand it. That's just bizarre to me.
So yeah, balut,
I will sit back and be the weirdo. I think that's weird.
No, that's fair, because I definitely couldn't do it. It's spelled BALUT, and it's where you eat the chicken fetus that's still inside of the egg.
Yep.
You eat it whole.
That's spawn camping.
Spawn camping.
Yes. that's like worse than veal.
I don't even want to eat veal. Anything that has to do with baby animals, especially. Oh yeah, okay. So that brings me to the actual main point that brought up this memory. So our friend was talking about all the different kinds of foods you can eat, and I decided, I don't really know what these names mean, so I'm going to look them up and see what they look like. And a lot of them look really tasty, and they talked about what was it? Lechon or chicharron if you want something fried and crispy. So I looked up lechon, Lechon. Disclaimer: I looked it up. It is a baby pig, like the babyest pig. They described it as still suckling on its mother's milk.
Another form of spawn camping.
Another form. It's a whole roasted baby pig.
Oh my God. Why the baby, though? Wait, hold on. Huh? You can go to this restaurant, and they'll just serve you an entire
fresh baby
pig?
beluga.
Wait, you could get an entire baby pig.
I mean, it depends on how it's prepared, because it can be prepared in different ways. From a lot of the pictures I saw on Google, it was just the whole pig. And some of them look bigger than baby pigs.
But why the baby? Why you gotta just wait till it's big and fat?
No.
I mean, that's the way we normally do it.
But
that's how we do it right now.
You know, in cartoons, whenever there would be like a luau or some kind of island-themed party, there would be the roast pig.
Yeah,
and that's basically what it is.
Yeah, but why is the baby have like sweeter meat or something?
I looked it up and it said it's a baby. It's the baby that's still suckling on the milk of his mother.
Right, but is like the meat more tender?
Yeah, I mean,
or
I
does it taste
assume
better?
it's got to be that it's just, you know,
Listen,
it's a baby and soft and squishy.
If we're sitting here dogging like your entire diet right now, please leave a comment below.
Tell us we're ignorant.
Explain this stuff to us.
It's okay. Listen, it's okay. Other people eat different things.
Listen, I'm sure there's a million things that could be said about the American diet. I'm just a baby.
We're
not coming from a place of like authority on food or diet.
I'm a baby and I'm sensitive. I'm so sensitive and I cry over. When I was little, I cried because I thought I hurt a flower. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm sensitive about everything. But yeah, that reminded me, Lechon. Reminded me about this time in 6th grade. I think it was 7th grade Spanish class, and we were watching a video about Peru. And a popular dish in Peru is guinea pigs. And that's fine. You know, especially if you have an abundance of a critter. There's a lot of people out here that eat squirrels. There's a lot of people that eat
Nothing
rabbits,
gets my appetite going
deer.
like a rodent. Oh.
And, well, I just so happened to have a guinea pig that died just very, very recently. Maybe even like that week. Who knows? And we watched that video, and I had a very bad reaction to that, and I just started crying.
We have to find clips of it or something of guinea pigs being roasted and put it on this screen. That is so funny. That is honestly the funniest thing
I don't want
that has ever happened to you.
No! What's wrong with you? What do you mean you want to put it on the TV now? I don't want to watch it.
You had a guinea pig die, and then the next day your teacher showed you a video of them getting eaten. Your teacher.
It's not like the teacher knew.
Oh, I know. That's what makes it even funnier.
That teacher was actually very, very, very nice to me. Because I think it was that year that I also lost my grandma, and I was just a very sensitive, very, very sensitive kid around that time. And I remember her hugging me. A lot of teachers were nice to me, I think, because I was emotional.
I'm very glad that they didn't show you a video of Grandma getting roasted after that. That would have been pretty bad. Like,
You're so fucked up.
sorry, I just had to... Nobody is gonna watch at me if I pull back the punches. I'm gonna punch.
Does he look like he pulls back? He holds back the punches. This motherfucker is the punch. Ay.
Ow.
Oh.
God.
Yeah, junior high had a lot of moments for me crying in front of people. I really, like, the more I look back on my life in school, the more I'm like, oh, is that why I got bullied? Because everybody goes through different kinds of bullying, right? There are people that actually get physically bullied and beat up and shoved inside of lockers. That wasn't my experience, and I don't know what I would have done if it was my experience. I was probably too fat to fit in the lockers anyway.
Oh my God.
No, not at the time.
Fit me in a locker challenge. Let's go.
I mean, I am small. I'm 5 foot. So, like, I could fit in some spaces, and I'm bigger now, but I wasn't as big back then, but I still got bullied for being fat. By, like, the fat kids, which was weird. It was always, like, the people who were bigger than me that were bullying me for being fat. That happened a lot in junior high, especially in gym. I hated all of my gym classes because I never had any friends in gym, and it was like, oh, she's weak. Let's do some of this one. I think they always just, like, They picked me out because I was weak. I think that's what my problem was. Like, I would react.
People do that now. People just pick on you for fun in that way.
But it's different now.
But I think you give off that aura that, like, you're easy to poke and easy to mess with.
It's true because, okay, literally, I am easy to poke because all of my friends, all throughout my school life, junior high, high school, they would poke me, literally, in the side because I would squeak and I would make a noise. Shit hurt. Everyone was always jabbing me in the side just so I would make a little squeak like I was a squeaky toy. They called me the Pillsbury Doughboy because I went, ha ha!
You just laughed. Oh
I know, I would
God.
just like squeak. I would just make a noise.
Squeaky, squeaky.
What else am I, like, what else? You're poking me. People really put their hands on me in school a lot.
Yeah, the things you describe your friends doing to you would be assault. Considering, like, you didn't want them touching you.
Okay, no.
Sometimes.
It was actually more so the strangers that I had an issue with. Like, people in school just felt like they could just, like, put their hands on me.
That's weird.
Like, for example, there was this dude in, what was it, graphic design class that was from a different class. But we meshed in because we went to a school or something. I think we went to the fucking art institute. I don't know. And we're sitting there, and this guy is sitting next to me, touches my thigh, and I'm like,
what?
And he goes, "Oh, you're afraid of touch, aren't you?" And I'm like,
that is some, like, predator behavior.
it was just like some, like, gamer looking
You
dude.
should look him up on a list. I bet he's on one now.
You think I know his name? I didn't know anything about
You
this guy.
probably should.
I just happened to be sitting next to people, and whenever they would talk, you know, I would be polite. I would talk back.
Touches your thigh. Oh, you don't like touch, do you?
Like, what do you...
God, what the hell is that?
Oh, and I was also, in high school, I liked to wear different types of things. So I would wear, you know, striped tights. I would wear shorts, skirts, all that kind of, like, I would wear weird stuff, even though I was scared of people. I still liked to...
You're still the freak.
I was still the freak. I mean, I wore cat ears to school.
Oh,
I was
no.
that kind of kid. In high school,
Uh-oh.
me and my friends, we were the weebs. We were the weebs and the weirdos.
I wonder why you got bullied in
Oh
school.
my God! I also wore like a Lolita dress to school because I bought it at a convention and I thought it was really pretty.
Oh my gosh. See, that's the kind of stuff that I'd be too embarrassed to do. Like,
Yeah, there's
wear
so many-
stuff like that at school. I wouldn't
There's
do
literally
it.
so many things I did that brought attention to me. And I got laughed at by people sometimes. Like this one time I wore like a button-up white shirt with like a vest and a red plaid skirt and like black tights, and because I thought it kind of looked like a school uniform and I thought that was cute, but I think it was actually maybe kind of like weird that I did that. It's like, why are you wearing like a school uniform?
It's because some people...
Was it like a fetish thing? But did it make it weird? Because...
The fashion police, basically. When you're
Oh
in
my
school,
God.
there's a fashion police.
There is.
It's your peers.
They'll make fun of you because you bought clothes at Walmart because your shoes are Skechers. Like, what
I never heard that.
business do you have bullying a fifth grader about Skecher shoes?
I didn't go to a school where people bullied people for being poor. That was something that I didn't know happened.
It was
'Cause, like,
because the neighborhoods were so mixed, and I was from, you know, the lower.
I think our school
neighborhood,
would
I
have
guess.
like punished you if you were like that. I don't think they would have tolerated someone getting bullied for
got
being poor.
punished for shit.
Yeah, it like wasn't a thing because like I look back and I realize like a lot of my friends weren't very well off with their parents, and some of them had a lot of problems.
Yeah.
And I had no idea because we were just always like meshed together just fine. We didn't really talk about those situations.
School
like,
brings a lot of unlikely people together, and you're all forced to interact with each other. It's jail.
Yeah. It really is. It's quite unironically an institution. That is what a prison is
Not
structured
allowed to
after.
leave. Yet so much time for a lunch break. You get in trouble if you're not in class at the right time. Which, by the way, I cut class a lot. if
And
I
then
could.
they give you mild freedoms and call it privilege.
Yeah.
You'll have the privilege to go to the bathroom.
Oh my God, the teachers that wouldn't let you go to the bathroom. It's like, what do you want me to do? Piss myself right here?
Like, looking back, there are times where I wish I did just piss myself. Because I know deep down it might have been a little embarrassing for me, but god damn, it would have been so much more of a pain in the ass for that teacher. Like, they probably would have been reprimanded so hard if, like, one of their students just, like, in middle school, just pissed themselves.
You think in the long game, you're a little evil. It's in your eyes. It's in your blood.
Then I was like, oh, but if I...
Yeah, but you think back.
Everyone will laugh at me. I'd be so embarrassing.
There's no way you would piss yourself.
No, but, like... Me today, like, realizing all of, like, the social consequences for the things that I thought were so dire back then.
Yeah.
I would put up with it today.
I think that's why, like, a lot of us still have those school dreams where you're back in school, like we were talking about
Unresolved
last episode.
issues.
All those unresolved things, all of those, like, wow, I wish I did this. I wish I did that. I would have done this so different. And then it haunts us for the rest of our lives.
Yep.
Oh, another thing that happened to me in junior high, because we were all in our little anime phase, I decided I wanted to wear a bell to school.
Oh, God.
A little jingly bell around my neck.
Emmy.
And so I found out from one of my friends that there were people saying that I was a cow.
Oh, my God.
And that's because I have this hoodie that I would wear all the time. It was like my comfort hoodie. It was black and white. I think it had skell animals on it, if anybody remembers that. Blast from the past. If you were an emo kid back in like 2007.
I was expecting that to be like a fetish accusation. Like, oh, she's being kinky in school or something. No.
Because they're 7th graders. They're not thinking about that
stuff. That's
such
low-hanging fruit. Like, fat.
And I learned that from one of my friends. Like, it was just people saying it. Like, about, like, why do people have to talk about me? Why can't you just leave me be? I don't bother anybody. The one time I tried to, like, interact with people, it was like it was new school year or whatever. I think it was 6th grade. Yeah, and it was an English test. And we got our tests back. And the girl in front of me, I knew her. Her name was Melissa. And literally, she went to my freaking Build-A-Bear birthday party in 4th or 5th grade. So I say something to her. I'm like, oh, how did you do on your test? When she passed it back or something. I don't even remember what I said. And she gives me this look. She shoots me this nasty look. Why are you talking to me? And then she turns around. She looks at the guy next to her. And then they laugh. And then they turn around. Like, oh. Okay.
Damn.
Like, everybody would just, like, shoot me looks. I don't know what was wrong with me. What was wrong with me that they always had to, like, talk about how I looked or how I acted. I was so, like, oh my God. Let's see. Gym was the worst. And I mentioned that before. But especially for the girls, because you're in the locker room. And it's the first time you have to, like, change in front of other people. And that's scary, right? And for some reason, they just cannot mind their own business and they look at you. And they'll look at you while you're changing. Like, if you don't like me, why are you looking? And then they'll, like, whisper, huh, did you see that? She had like, hair or something.
They're a little gay.
Did you see that?
That's what it really is.
Like, what do you want from me? I'm growing up! Ugh! Leave me alone.
Like, the guys aren't even thinking that. They're just like, they're more so just like ranking people in their head. They're not even thinking. Girls are so much more mean to girls than guys are when it comes to judging them for their looks.
For some reason.
Why
can't we boost each other? I think you're like, there was this one girl in junior high in my choir class. I think her name was Jasmine. And she had such a pretty singing voice. But she was such a bitch to me for some reason. She was my partner, I guess, and we had to, like, take turns putting our little choir booklet back. She would never do it when it was her turn. She would always expect me to put it back, and then I would end up late because everyone's, like, piling in there. I don't know. She would just never do it. And so one day I was like, fine, I'm not going to do it either. And so I left it there. And then I assumed, like, you know, she would do it because it was left there. And she didn't. And I crossed through because it was like in the gym, one of the gyms. I crossed through to go to one of my classes, and it's still there.
Oh my God.
So I grab it and I put it back where it was supposed to go. And I just had to deal with her not wanting to do anything. But she was like really pretty. And
that's it. You just put up with her because she was pretty.
No, that's not why I put up with her, because I'm not going to like start anything. But I think back, I'm like, wow, she was really pretty and she could sing really well. Why were you so mean to me? What did I do to you? I didn't do anything to literally anybody. I was like scared of everyone. And I tried to keep to myself and my friends only. But it felt like they just always had a problem with me. And I think it's just because I was like weird with my friends. I was very, very, very reactive. And that was probably... Hey! Yeah, it hasn't changed. It hasn't gotten any better.
Yeah.
Oh, but also, if you were bullied in school, you can talk about it here. Because that shit sucks. And it can be nice to have a little bit of solidarity.
Yeah.
That we're all freaks together.
And we can bully you now. Now we'll be your bullies.
Let your friends bully you in a way that makes you laugh. Because that's what they do to me, and I love it. There's some... It's just different. It's different. Hits different.
Anyway, guys, check out our cool content on screen now. We have a mystery playlist. Ooh, I wonder what that is. Ooh.
Yeah.
Don't forget to become a channel member because we could really use the support right now. We got new stuff, but we're destroying it. I'm going to destroy this room.
Yeah, you know, the room is a reflection of our mental state, and I just will leave it at that, you know?